Hey guys, DJ here, and welcome back to another video. What you see here is the cliffs. It is the northernmost region of Phytor, and with that also the coldest. The region is known for its snowy taigas, ice-capped mountains, and of course the high cliffs bordering the sea, hence it is the name. There are several small settlements scattered around the region, although none of them have been built yet, but today we are going to change that. A few months ago I have been to Iceland, which is well known for its hot springs. After I visited one of them myself, it gave me a lot of inspiration for a speed building video. So in today's episode I am going to build a Nordic themed village, including several themed houses, a small keep and of course several amazing looking hot springs. Before we start, this village and hot springs will be up for download if this video hits 100 likes and my channel 1500 subscribers. So be sure to click that like and subscribe button if you want to explore the town yourself. Anyway, let's get into the speed build. So, first off we are going to plan out our hot springs and all of the houses, although this time it was going to be a little bit harder than in previous speed building episodes. As you can see, the terrain we are going to build in is incredibly rough, so a lot of terraforming and tweaks are going to be needed if we want to make building even possible. But we cannot change too much of the landscape because our build must blend in with the surrounding area. That is also a tip for if you are building something yourself. Of course, these are fun challenges to tackle, but it is also time consuming as well. With our planning finished, we could start building the first houses. It has been a very long time since the last time I built Nordic or Viking styled houses, so as always the first build was a little bit of a puzzle to solve. But of course at the end I came up with a suitable design for this town. I was going for a stripped spruce and stony base with a birch roof. Most of the houses will have the recognizable horn at the edges of the roof, as well as a small overhang under which they can store firewood to keep themselves warm. Next up it was time to build the first out of many, and I'm going to say many, hot springs. The design of these hot springs would mainly circle around small rock formations with the hot water inside. I would add several spruce decorations to make the springs more lively. Finally, I would also place campfires beneath the water to create the steaming effect. While I would love to make a cinematic shot of this town in the snow, I sadly had to change the biome from snowy taiga to plains because the hot springs started to freeze. And as you probably know, hot springs don't freeze because they're hot. Yeah. Since our current location is very tricky to build in, I have decided to build the settlement step by step. By that I mean that I won't be building all of the house at once and do for instance the hot springs after, like I normally do. Instead I will start building another part of the village once I have finished the part I am currently working on. By doing this I will get a better picture of how everything is going to turn out. As one of the only places in Phytor where hot springs are still present, Hetafli has become a quite popular destination in the northern regions. According to stories, the water of these hot springs have healing abilities, rapidly healing wounds and curing some diseases. In times of war, those who leave for the army bathe themselves in the hot springs, as local belief is that the warriors will become stronger and fiercer in battle. The royal house that rules over Hetafli and the surrounding areas is House Eastmeyer, which together with the other 6 houses of the cliffs formed a pact over 2000 years ago. The 7 houses now rule over the region together in peace. While I did build houses scattered all over the hot springs, Hatterfleet also has some kind of town center, which is situated on the west side near the foot of the mountain. Here you will find the main building, tavern, as well as the local smith and alchemist. The mountain next to Hatterfleet, called Torridfjall, is actually a volcano. The name derives from an ancient legend about a man named Torrid. Long ago the volcano erupted, bringing darkness to the skies and threatening to destroy the village. Torrid prayed to the frozen lord to spare the village. In turn he would serve the god for eternity. Torrid then climbed the mountain, and when he reached the top, the volcano froze over and the skies cleared. The mountain has been silent since. It is said that Torrid now guards the fire giants imprisoned underneath the cliffs. After I had finished all of the hot springs and houses within the settlement, I could start detailing the village. I also did some of the interior, like those of the smith and the bottlery. Because it is almost Christmas, I decided to build a small Christmas tree in the center of the town, as well as add some more festive related details all around the settlement. While most of the hot springs are situated within the village, I also built a few smaller ones in the surrounding area. Finally, there was only one thing left to do: building the somewhat larger house, which is situated on the slope of the hill looking over the village. The small keep, as I would like to call it, was going to be reachable via a wooden bridge-like structure leading up the hill. This was going to be the seat of House Eastmeyer, as well as the major meeting point for important people in the region. And with that, we have finished the village of Hatterfleet. I hope you enjoyed today's speed build. If you did, then make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. I will release a full download link for this village as soon as this video hits 100 likes and my channel 1500 subscribers. I am going to upload another video next week in which I will be counting down the top 10 Phytor builds of last year, and that will conclude 2021. But don't worry, I have much more in store for 2022. Anyway, have a very nice day and see you next time. Bye bye.